The minimum volume buying method for continuing the family line. What should we do after a stock rises and falls back? I have a friend from the 90s who is now quite successful in trading. He once gave me a set of quantitative buying methods, which is after a stock hits limit up or has a big positive, it experiences a reduced volume fallback and shakeout. When the minimum volume appears, we intervene. After my experiments, I found it indeed feasible and highly accurate. So today, I am sharing it with everyone. First, let's talk about what the standard for minimum volume is. You can compare the highest volume. If the reduced volume shrinks to 1/4 of the highest volume, then it can be said to be the minimum volume. The minimum volume can be negative volume or positive volume, and the previous highest volume can also be negative volume or positive volume. The most crucial issue is when the minimum volume appears, when do we get on board? Listen carefully. After our patient waiting when increased volume appears, we can choose to follow up. If it is after the minimum volume and then increased volume by multiples, you can go in. If it's just increased volume without double volume, we can wait a bit longer until the closing price exceeds the highest price of this positive volume to follow up. We see 2 consecutive days of negative volume with low volume, then positive volume appears without increase. On the second day, we see double volume, and the closing price must exceed the previous positive volume's highest price to follow up. After following up, if the price stays above the purchase day's lowest price, we can steadily hold the stocks and wait for a rise. Another case, we see 4 consecutive days of low volume, and then increased positive volume appears. It's not double volume. The next day's positive volume is double, and the close is higher than the previous high, so we can follow. When can we take a large position? If there's a breakthrough within 3 days, we can follow with a large position. As mentioned, for breakthroughs within 4 to 7 days, we can only test with a small position. Finally, let me show you another example where a large position can be taken. Tracking the position, a bullish candlestick appeared next day with double volume, followed by a long uptrend, right? In such a situation, you can sell everything to buy.